Greetings and welcome to Die Drink and Die presents Flotsam Jetsam Season 3, Episode 3. I'm your host, Adam's DM, Mark's fellow player. How's everyone doing on this fine Saturday? I got some sleep. Finally caught up. Finally feel human after probably having C19 for the last 2 weeks. Like, sort of recovered at the beginning of this week, felt human again, but the 2.5 weeks before that sucked.
I slept, and then my big accomplishments for the day. I finished a painting for my grandma, so that's makes one feel accomplished. And then I spent like an hour and a half making really, really good chicken wings. Then I ate chicken wings and ran the dogs, and I ate too early, so I was hungry. So I put a frozen pizza in before D&D, and it was like the most disappointing ass frozen pizza.
Dude, there's a chemical that goes into frozen pizzas that I taste every time I try to have one, and they're always so overloaded with sodium. Like it's like, look at the sodium content of a fucking.
This is not a normal thing. Yeah. This was I'm clearing out the freezer of all the stuff that shouldn't be in there just by eating it. It's like, well, my wife is out. It's get rid of all the stuff that.
Marty likes his pizza. We tried, I think, once. There was one grocery shopping trip. We're like, let's try some frozen pizzas. We haven't had one of these in 20 years. Nah.
That's why.
There's a reason. Oh yeah, it fucking tastes like ass. And why am I all flushed? Oh, look at the salt content. This is like 6 days of fucking salt in the amount of pizza that I ate. Awesome. I hope I don't die. I hope I stroke out.
It was the brand was called Red Baron, and I'm pretty certain I bought it from like I bought it for like $2.88 from some cheap grocery store. Like, it was not.
That is too cheap to eat, dude, for pizza. Oh my god!
Like, how bad could it be? Pretty bad.
Oh wow!
The answer is fairly bad. I absolutely.
Be like if someone said you want to buy a $2 steak, I'd be like, no, I don't.
So I did kind of
good meat. What cut is it? Good meat.
Meat. It's the meat cut of steak.
You asked too many questions. Meat. Is this even cow?
It did. I did murder it with pineapple habanero hot sauce to make it, functional.
Okay, I'm confused. Ahmed's talking to us in stream, but not here. What's going on? Are you in the washroom?
Family function
You're in the washroom at a family function, aren't you?
He's checking the weather.
He's doing this again.
Applebee's.
Applebee's. It's the breadsticks, Mom. I swear. I'll be right back.
Yep, family. Well, at least the notifications work.
Yeah.
Funny. Yesterday I watched 2 movies. Elevation. I swear that movie was written by ChatGPT because it was the most generic cookie cutter fucking sci-fi post-apocalyptic movie ever. Endings are predictable apparently, by what the character was doing in their intro. It was like, oh god. And then The Substance was a grotesque, titillating mess of a movie that made for a serviceable B grade body horror film. Like it's going to be polarizing because the message it's giving does the exact opposite of what the message it's tried to give. So
it's the Starship Troopers thing where the person making the movie was supposed to be, look how horrible these humans are. You should have sympathized with the bugs.
And I don't know if they're doing it on purpose or not. Like, it's not obvious because the movie's way over the top. And then the ending of this movie, without giving too much away, just go, okay, and now we dial it to, it reminded me of, what is the vampire movie that starts off all like,
From Dusk Till Dawn?
Dusk Till Dawn, and then just turns into a gore fest.
Yeah, that's 2 movies, basically.
This one's kind of like they waited for the gore fest to be the last third of the film. Like, the last third of the film is like, how do we end this thing? I don't know, crank it to 11. And it's like, it's almost a different, like, movie, but yeah. It at least had my attention for good or bad reasons. I'm like, are you sure this movie is trying to portray? I'm like, maybe they do this on purpose. Oh no, there's a ton of gore. Okay, that's one way to end a movie. Great. So it was much more of an experience than Elevation was. Elevation, like, I was fucking bored. Yeah. So it was a weird night of movie watching after game last night.
Narc, you do anything?
No, I shot more Nazis in
the
Sniper
Nerds?
Elite.
Yeah.
In the Nerds.
In what game? Sorry.
It's Sniper Elite Resistance.
Okay.
So there's you get points, but you're a sniper and you get points based off of how accurate you are and what you hit. And like the highest score is you get the close up zoom of putting a bullet through a dude's testicle.
And it's like X-ray vision for the kill. Some of the kills, like if you're
right, which is really funny because if you cleanly pop a dude's testicle off, that becomes like, oh, you got him. But that should be like the loudest the man could possibly be to alert everybody.
So the message of Zardoz carries over into this video game where the gun is good and the penis is bad.
Yeah.
There we go. Apparently, if you ever did he die, Sean Connery? He's dead, right?
He is old.
Apparently, there was a time where if you wanted to shut down an interview with Sean Connery, you asked him about Zardoz, and you would get up and walk away.
Whereas I will recommend to anyone who will listen, watch Zardoz.
It's one of these movies where the volume is really odd in that the psionics in Zardoz is just loud noises like woo 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 woo, and it's a hard watch at a certain point. It's like, oh, they're just doing the sound again.
That's what special effects in the 70s were. So
right.
We can't do it visually. Let's have someone go whoa whoa whoa.
That's when Planet of the Apes and Star Wars came.
But it's like, does it have to be that loud and annoying? You know?
No.
Zardoz.
It's 8 years after Star Trek.
It's
The best they could do
so
was
bad that it's okay. At least the beginning part. Like,
although I'm talking as somebody who's never actually watched it, I'm going to watch that. I've been on a.
Oh, I'm telling you, it is worth a watch. Just to go. What the fuck were they thinking?
Drugs. Drugs.
Lots of drugs.
Lots of drugs.
So I watched the second Becky movie, and they definitely are like, we're going to make this a trilogy. The first Becky movie was really good. The second Becky movie, I finished it. I was hoping, and then they did a twist at the end, and it made me dislike it even more. Oh, and look at how interesting this is. No.
Yeah, this is Marty's common viewpoint.
Endings are hard.
Endings are hard.
But in revenge films, ending are easy. You get revenge. Like, it's the easiest thing. The bad guy does. There's the horrible evil bad guy.
Yeah.
You kill the horrible evil bad guy. You feel catharsis. Credits. Like, that's all you have to do. They didn't do that.
Let's do a recap of what we did last night. House of Displeasure. Mulgrimir puts Grimsby in charge of a secret mission. Mulgrimir leads a group to the palatial pleasure house in search for the wayward sorcerers. Sebastian charms an employee to lead them around and introduce them to all the indentured magic users. Gaetano makes a bet with a cat-masked local and is warned about Oni. You were also warned about, like, the mistress of the place.
That guy, Mama.
Black Dog is blessed by a trapped Azada. Mulgrimir and his band cross paths with the captain of the Hateful Scorn. And then we flew away with the bodies of the Hateful Scorn and a bunch of witnesses that we've charmed. 2 out of the 3 of them.
Yeah, things got a little off towards the end there.
Now, it's kind of like Han versus Greedo. You know, it's like, who shot first? If Greedo wasn't about to shoot Han, then would Han have shot Greedo? It's kind of like the ready to action, right? Like, the ready to action was, are you going to do violence? And he was about to do violence, so Black Dog ready to action him.
The ready to action wasn't for if he attacks me. The ready to action was for if he draws a weapon.
Sure. The intent of violence. It's the greed. It's the greed. We could argue this all day long. Black Dog's innocent. We tried to diplomacy him. Well, he doesn't want to talk.
Okay.
They deserve what they got. And that place was a trap. It was a giant outsider-run honey trap of vice.
No, if you're doing well as a pirate, you can spend lots of time there with no repercussions.
None whatsoever, I'm sure.
No.
Yeah, we understand why that guy whose ship wasn't here was there. He probably got left behind by his crew and was really angry. The guy with the beak that tried to kill Black Dog. All right, so they're flying back off the island, and it took us an hour to walk there. So our fly spells will run out way before then. We'll probably have to walk back. And I guess we're doing the meanwhile on the boats, or
meanwhile on the boats, precisely. Okay, the dark clouds are rolling in, and the waves are starting to pick up. The Hateful Scorn, the Rosa de Senhora, and I'm assuming the Happy Barnacle start making their way a little bit out into the bay, so that they are not as near the shore.
Yep. Oh,
maybe we should just park uncomfortably close to the Rosa, to the treasure boat over there.
Yeah, we can get close enough.
Okay, we're gonna on this map zoom out a little bit.
Yep.
I'm gonna give us a little bit more just working space. Okay, the Hateful Scorn is coming over here. Rosa de Senhora is going over here. That's about right. Where does the Happy Barnacle go?
I don't know, right here. Closer to the Rosa, closer to the...
How awkwardly close are we talking? Say when.
Yeah, that's pretty good. A little bit further out.
Yeah.
There we go.
So we're out to sea.
All right, so you're about 200 feet away. Still, it's like you failed kindergarten. You didn't really evenly distribute these ships very well. Okay, you can see that Portton is battening down the hatches. A bunch of the businesses are battening down windows, taking down umbrellas and things. The Captain Burhan, you can see chasing people around, and they're basically anything that's sort of loose and freestanding is being pulled away from the docks as they're preparing for a storm. You do see some of these large elephants being used to drag some of the larger stalls and things into more protective places as the entire dock is being cleared. All right, let me go over there. Okay. You are now out to sea. You are you responding to they're blinking at you a little bit at this range. You don't really need to blink. It's kind of, you could yell, but the winds are picking up.
Yeah, Rose will let Siren know that they're trying to communicate. What are they trying to communicate?
They are politely requesting that you make space.
Oh, maybe we'll tell them that we're good on space. We're trying to avoid the slavers.
Mark commuted.
Yep. We'll go with that.
Okay.
Just avoiding the slave. No, then you park closer to the slavers.
Yeah, okay. Avoiding the slavers. This place is the safest. You go over there if you want. They pick up men who fall overboard.
Yep.
We're gonna feign fear of the slavers.
Okay, give me a. Is it Rose who's operating?
Rose
Is Rose is your signal man?
Rose is the signal man. Yep. His
Making
bluff is
tear faces as he's signaling
bluff
or
is getting
something.
better and better. He even has like
Skill focus feed. Yeah.
30.
The slavery. They are abhorrent. All hail the five-faced god.
Okay, we're pretending to be the glass cutter from Corvina.
Yep.
He turns to, what is the five-faced god?
Oh, it's a human god that the Imperium thinks is all great.
Do the Corvinans follow it?
Knowledge local or
Knowledge local Corvina?
Yeah, or it'd be that area.
Or that region?
Yeah.
or geography maybe.
Geography won't tell you what they... do you have bardic knowledge? Or did you give that
Nope.
up?
She gave it. She gets bardic knowledge only in certain skills.
Do you have knowledge religion?
No.
What kind of bard is
She makes
Corin?
the water calm. That's what kind of bard she
Okay.
is.
Whoops.
You'll like her lack of knowledge in a
Grimsby.
second.
Grimsby's a bard. He's a bard type bard. I'm just waiting to see when the shit stopped coming out of your mouth.
What do I hold back? Quick.
Here, give me a second. Now, do I have bardic knowledge? Yes, he does. Okay, all right.
His knowledge religion's plus 14.
Just all hail the five-faced god, or just a number 5, or in his name, any of the kind of anything close enough in the. He's a good guy. We think he's a good guy. Yeah. Corvosa would be.
Rose says.
I believe high five is an imperial saying. It must have something to do
To
with the
5 and all the gods of men.
Yeah,
Is what he says.
good enough. Humans are very precise anyway. They write shit down on paper. It gets wet, and your writings are gone. I'm looking at you.
Which is why we have scribes.
You had to write it down on more paper. You should chisel it into stone. What's wrong with you?
But if there are 1,000 copies and only one stone tablet, then the stone tablet is the thing that is at risk.
But why would you only have one stone tablet? There's lots of stone. Stone's all over the fucking place.
We all don't have the age and patience of dwarfs. That's what he finally says.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Humans actually suffer from a thing we call boredom, which we would suffer greatly from if we chiseled everything.
I assure you, dwarves don't get bored. I have spent
I know that's how
weeks in that fucking barrel counting my toes.
Admittedly,
There are 11 of them.
not all written works are worthy of being stamped in stone.
That's also
Did
true.
you say 11?
Yes.
Wait,
Did
11
you-
what? Says Rose. He was thinking about poetry and how some of his poetry is really bad, and there's only a couple of things he'd actually want, like carved in stone.
Grimsby said he spent weeks counting his toes in the barrel,
Wow.
and then the joke was that there was there's 11 of them.
Where did the extra one come from? Or rather, from whom did it come from?
he gives you a lurid wink.
Never mind.
All right. So,
I think we're gonna prepare. Like after talking to the boat, we're just gonna make busy to make sure our boat doesn't fucking sink in the storm. Like
okay,
do all the
what direction are you aiming your ship?
whatever is most advantageous to fighting the storm.
Okay, so you are aiming out towards sea.
Yes, yeah. We're not trying to angle. We don't have enough teeth, weaponry wise, to really care about firing on other boats. That's not how we fight.
Yeah, your ballistas aren't really getting through the hardness of the ships.
Our ship's cannons are nice, but nah, we are Team Marine.
Okay. The Rosa de Senhora seems to be placated by the fact that you are from an imperial. You are another ship from an imperial area, or at least an imperial merchant, is what your squib says. That you have declared that your reason why you're here is to prevent yourself from being. It's like protection in numbers against the horrible slaver pirate people. They are also aiming along the seas, and they do have more weapon ports. Like, you know what's behind your weapon ports. You're not certain what's behind theirs, but they got enough of them that, you know,
These would be 8 large, or it was 8 weapon bays, 4 per side.
4 per side. So
these are large size weapon bays. These aren't like they've got bombards on the racing ship.
No.
All right. Okay, not huge. Okay.
No, they're not huge. You cannot put huge weapons.
Four cannons, Mark. It'll do some damage, but what do they do? 68 or something like that? 66? Like they do some damage, but they're not. I don't know. It's not like we wouldn't at 200 feet away. We wouldn't have a response. It'd be nice though. Add those 8 cannons to us. Now we're talking.
Okay.
Oh, what are we attacking?
Okay, the waters are picking up, the winds are picking up, the rain starts to come down. It's becoming miserable.
I think Genzoreg has let slip to Lee and to Karen that we're taking boats.
Yeah, fuck those slavers.
Oh yeah, and then the Imperial bastards. We got to take those guys down first because they might help. If we go over there, they might come up our butt. So we got to take out them first, and then we'll take out the slavers. Okay?
Do you have what? How are you communicating this strategy?
Friendship.
Okay, that's
actually Genzoreg thinks that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Now he is trying to sell the order in which we do this to Karen.
Right.
So bluff -1, and you
or it's a charisma check to do a favor, right? Like it's a
12.
That makes sense.
Well, that's the way they want to do it. He just blames it on Grimsby.
All right.
Captain's orders, I guess. He was talking to Grimsby beforehand.
Imperials are bad, right?
Yeah, you don't want to mess with those guys.
Well, I mean,
problem is once you.
Well,
Yes,
you know that Imperial port. If we go there, they hang us because we're pirates.
we didn't want to be pirates.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Well, Grant was about to say, "Well, yeah, we can hang them," but then he immediately felt dirty. Like he's like, hey.
So we also
we should go steal their sails.
No, I think we're stealing the whole boat.
So yeah, we'll steal their sails.
Would it be funny, like because they got pretty sails. We got pretty sails. They could have the spare ones, the ones that Samu hasn't fixed yet.
So you got like a water breathing or something prepared?
I
think the last battle he did.
Yep, he's got a. Yeah, I got a water breathing.
Okay, so I think that's how we're approaching. Less wavy underwater. Now I'll be up in the air because fuck the water. I hate the water.
But all right, if you want to fly around in the storm,
Yeah, it's a Katie. It's a Katie's breath. She knows who I am.
when's the last time you talked to your girlfriend?
Oh, we gotta do that sometime too. Elves are really patient. You gotta let that simmer for a while.
you gotta let them shimmer.
Gotta let it. So now that we have the new armor, right? I was thinking that Krimnir's old armor, which is for a baby griffin, we give that to a gift for her new baby griffins. See, I'm always thinking about these things.
That's very thoughtful.
Oh, I know.
Craig thinks it's a brilliant idea. That's like
Because we don't need it anymore. Krimnir's all big now.
My dog is just being ridiculous right now. Sorry.
that's fine. There's a storm.
Okay, Grimsby, what the fuck are we doing now, eh?
Well, we are going to go for a swim, I suppose.
Are you gonna ride Ogozu?
I could ride a Gozu.
Oh, I think you should ride Ogozu. It's pretty fucking scary.
Why wouldn't you ride a Gozu?
You might get some guys running off the boat.
All right. That's not a bad idea. I just check it is.
What time of day is it?
It is evening. We'll see how evening it is.
Are you waiting for nightfall? Or for the storm to get worse, at least?
I think both will happen, won't they?
It's about 11.
So it's dark. Okay.
It's dark. It is dark, and the storm is officially
I'm going to the
bad.
Happy Barnacle. We do need to leave some people behind to run the boat. Mark?
You could leave only the chuckleheads and have all the heroes go off
So
the boat.
Siren's going to be at the helm. Genzorig is probably attacking.
Yeah, he's going.
It sounds like Grimsby is going to ride Ogozu, which is our skeletal Titanoboa that he animated when we were in the jungles of absolute doom.
And if his guns get wet.
Sodak has special ammunition, a limited amount of them, that allows him to fire when wet. So
okay. And he's got a swim speed.
He's got a swim speed, and he could.
Scuba turtle.
He could hold on to Ogozu's tail. But I think a bunch of us just hold on to Ogozu's ribs while he swims and get a ride. Who else do you want part of the attack crew? I mean, here are some of the.
Do you want Daedalus or do you want Kren? Because I should probably have one person at both locations.
Let's look. Send Daedalus probably.
Okay.
I mean, you don't want some.
Remember, just to scare him a little bit.
Daedalus could intimidate to have the crew help stabilize the boat.
He does have skills to help with rower. He's actually useful at helping rowers row.
If you want it, I'd rather Grimsby on the attack, to be honest, than Daedalus.
Well, Grimsby's going.
Grimsby's going.
Okay.
The question is Karen.
Oh, it was Karen or
Daedalus. That was the
okay, Daedalus, and then we'll leave Karen behind. We'll save Karen's powers for when we attack the slaving boat. So yeah. Karen will back up
because we know he'll be all in on that shit.
Karen also has a decent profession sailor. It's plus 14.
Yeah, I imagine he does.
So as a deck boss, while Banta's not here, he's not a bad choice. Okay, who else? Are we dishing enough damage? I think we send Lee.
Yeah, Lee should go.
Lee's basically your heavy hitter. Ogozu and Lee are going to do most of the damage, followed by Daedalus and Sodak. Rose will stay. And then what are you asking Sun Wu and Celissa to do? Sun Wu is really good. Save.
You know what? Celissa, what has Celissa done since she got here, aside from eat and get shot as a dwarf, and learn her lesson about polymorphing?
She's magic missile things, and
she as a NPC, not cohort, she stays. What did you say? 3 levels behind.
yeah.
So she's still 5th level. She has invisibility, scorching ray, magic missile, and can turn people blind or deaf. Send Celissa?
Yeah. Earn your keep, snake lady.
Perfect. She will not turn into dwarf form where she loses 10,
No.
11 natural armor. We learned that. Fuck it. All right. This seems like a good attack crew. Can they take a boat? I don't know how this is going to be.
I don't know how that. Yeah. I think the idea of hanging onto a Gozu's ribs and just letting a Gozu get you over there might be the best way.
Now, Grimsby has some things he can open up combat with. I'm looking at a spell that he has called Visions of Hell.
Ooh.
If he carpets their boat with Visions of Hell, and then as soon as he gets up over it, uses a fear spell, he will have a lot of shaken, like dual shaken, possibly frightened people on the boat. Like, that would be an amazing way to open up combat.
Sorry, that was Visions of Hell, and then what?
He has fear as a bard.
Oh, fear. Yeah.
3rd level. So when he gets up top, there's a bunch of shaken people, and then I think shaken plus shaken equals...
Frightened.
It depends on the spell. Some spells go up and some spells don't. So
okay, I'm just guessing without.
Yeah. Well.
My PFSRD isn't open. All right, I think we're putting up buffs, and we're going over there. Will Karen cast water breathing on our group?
As long as you're not going over for the murders, and they're
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
We're just going for the sales.
Let's see if we have a way of doing
Hope
it.
we don't get caught.
Oh, Karen.
I think. Well,
Grimsby doesn't need to breathe.
Grimsby's got air bubble.
Oh,
He can cast a
Gozu.
bunch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that for this mission, I think that's probably
Sufficient. Yeah. So how many people need it?
It would be 4.
Okay, four firsts. Boop 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 boop. Done.
Okay. Air Buble.
He's got 4 more.
Is he good hoping the crew?
He can good hope, but if he goods hope, bleh. When he good hopes, he won't have he'll only have 1 fear, which I think good hope is better than fear. Like it's.
I think that's
Good hope is one of the best spells in the game.
Yep. I'm gonna do some buffing on Lee because otherwise he gets killed. Shield, Air Bubble, Good Hope, Mutagen, Bull Strength, Barkskin. See Invis. And a fly. Celissa, Mark, do you want to run her? Or we need someone to run Sodak, Mark. You're muted if you're chiming in.
I can do both.
Okay.
Should have.
So Marty, for the spells, it's the spells that there's spells that will exclude the additional shaking or the additional fear rule by default. Like if it doesn't talk about it, they stack in the rules by default.
Awesome. I haven't looked up the specific spells, but Vision from Hell, I think, is a long range, or at least within range very soon. It's a medium range spell.
Mm-hmm. It's long. It's minutes per level.
Any creature within the area must make a will save to become shaken, and also takes a -2 penalty versus fear effects. So effectively, you're boosting the fear spell.
Yep.
As long as they remain in the area. Oh.
Devils and lawful evil creatures suffer no effects.
Yeah.
If you'd kindly go into my little house, we're just checking to see if you're a devil, motherfucker. Oh, you're not scared.
Not scared. Must be a devil. Wait,
Or a man of moral character.
Okay, Celissa.
There's got to be, we got to research variants of this, like visions of Arcadia or visions of Elysium, you know.
Do we have our tokens somewhere, or?
They're all on the Happy Barnacle.
They're on the Happy Barnacle
Okay.
for now, but we're going to go to the Rosa de Senhora map in a second once you're done making edits.
Do we want to buff Ogozu at all?
Yeah,
We can. Celissa can spare a mage armor.
That's awesome.
that would be very good.
Okay, so this was already done.
Okay, Grimsby is going to cast a False Life and a Defending Bone.
You know, we're gonna tank up Ogozu. Can Ogozu drink a potion?
Technically speaking,
Technically, he swallows.
Okay, so he's been given a shield extract from Sunwoo.
Okay, the one thing I'll say is he's a skeleton, so like every time he does one of these, like Grimsby has to take an action to control him to do it correctly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not going to be able to react probably because he's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Grimsby has to be there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just stick your hand in there. I'll tell him to just confirm and just stick it in.
Yeah.
Come out with 3 less fingers.
I am kind of shocked Ahmed doesn't have bark skin down for Sodak. I guess his AC is already through the.
His
freaking
AC
roof,
is high, so it's nice how you slaughtered the
I
turtle.
don't think clerics get bark skin, do they?
He's an alchemist, though, isn't he? Or maybe I'm just.
Oh no, he's not an alchemist.
Oh no, those are cleric spells. Oh, okay. We swapped bark skin for iron skin.
We did. And iron skin is a non-standard, so I don't know if he took it or not. That's the.
He does. It's not. He doesn't have it listed. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure you probably have it.
Let me see if somebody has a spare bark skin. Who do you think is going to get peppered by arrows? Sunwoo does have a spare protection from arrows. Who's squishy?
Grimsby might be.
For some reason, I think Grimsby is squishy. Okay, we're going to give a protection from arrows.
Grimsby is switchy. He just doesn't care because he doesn't.
Well, you'll care when you get below 0 hit
Well, yeah,
points.
well, you turn it to ash. Yeah.
Yeah, this will block 80 hit points with DR10 magic on range attacks.
Does that stack with Defending Bone? I don't. Defending Bone is damage reduction, bludgeoning,
Yeah,
fire.
I think it'll be the higher of the two.
The higher of the two,
if both could apply.
Yeah. And I think they both tick down just like the protection spells. which is weird. Like, if you put 2 protections from fire up, you don't get 2 pools. You have the pools drain simultaneously, even though it's weird. It's just to... Yeah. When reciprocal gyre comes back, watch out and don't.
Oh, I found one. It doesn't do as much damage, but there is one that does damage based off how many spells you have running.
Good.
I forget who has it, but it might be on it's a higher level spell. I think I found it when I was looking for spells for Sebastian.
When we finally enter a magic god's domain, 1d12 per circle of spell.
Dear Lord, is that what that? I've never looked at it because it was a banned spell. Is that what that 1d12 per spell level?
Per spell level,
yes.
Yeah.
So if you have haste and protections from all the elements.
This was a DM getting upset at the way 3rd Ed and Pathfinder 1 runs.
Yeah.
It was 3rd Ed. It's like, damn it, my players spend 20 minutes buffing. They've got 100 spell levels running. I'll teach them.
Yeah, it was probably something like that.
Yeah, it was probably something like that. All right, are you moving us to the Santa?
Yes.
Okay. Or the Rosa de Senhora.
Rosa de Senhora. All right, let me get the...
All right, that map is still loading, and it's caching. It's cached.
Happy Barnacle. And I'm just going to copy the dudes. And then I'm going to go to the Rosa de Senhora. And you're sneaking up upon them, and the whole map is flipped because it is basically easier this way. You can see the top couple of decks. You're
there we go.
Scooting up. There are men above deck. There's a man in the crow's nest who's huddled down. They've got their sails down. There's a one man yelling and directing as everybody is.
I think we're going to approach not directly from our boat. So if they see something, it's not like, hey, they're swimming over to us. We're going to come around the other side.
Okay. All right.
Which is, I think, where we are in the map. Right, we're coming. It seems like we're coming from the town as opposed to.
Yeah, this the way this was in the map right now is if you came from the town from the other side of where you were, circled around.
And I think we frogmen surface outside of the range of their light, and we start the.
All right. So first,
the first thing one of you needs to do when you get on board that ship is kill that blinker. You can't have them signaling that they're being attacked.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Good idea. I can see why Bogomir likes you.
Deck boss. I don't know why I'm saluting you.
Let's get in the fucking water and go.
Be right back, drumstick.
Drumstick? What the fuck?
All right. Firstly, I need the swim checks for swimming in a not very... you're basically swimming in the sea during a storm near ships.
Do we just hold on to Ogozu and Ogozu makes a swim check? Or...
Ogozu is giving you a bonus on this.
Okay.
You're still being battered around. And then with Ogozu, all you have to do is remain still and you'll move through the water versus you need to make checks to move through the water or to be moved through the water at the will of the water.
All right, so Ogozu's strength is 30.
Ogozu's strong enough to move everybody, grab to him.
40, so it's a plus 15 on a d20 without.
Why do we attack anything without Ogozu?
Then it has a swim speed, so a plus 23. So its aids are whatever plus 23 gives.
All right, so the plus 3.
Okay, that's not good.
So plus 3. So this is for Sodak. Got a 32.
Okay.
This is for Lee. plus another 2 for having the mutagen running.
Ooh.
So
plus 2 for Good Hope.
39.41. Good Hope on Ogozu means that would be a plus 4.
Yep. The Bard spells work on.
Yep. So
yeah.
We're at 40 for Lee.
Cool. No problem.
Does Celissa not have a swim speed?
I'm gonna look.
I can't
There's
remember.
nothing listed, and she doesn't got a +8 racial.
No, I think they're just fast
They,
round snake.
Well, let's hope she rolls well.
Not all snakes swim, and she doesn't have digits. Like she doesn't have hands.
She's biting.
Around a rib. She's got a 30 anyway. All right.
Everybody
herself somewhere.
Everybody got over 20.
Yeah.
I didn't roll for Daedalus or
I rolled for Grimsby. I didn't roll for Daedalus.
Celissa also has a Good Hope on her.
Yep.
Yeah, that's included.
Yeah.
She's only got a +6. So it's like, this might not be the mission for her.
Oh, Daedalus, why did you get in the water, man? Why did you get in the water, man?
He's a dex build, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a +3, so it's 26.
26, yeah.
All right, we're doing it. It's not without risk. We get into the stormy sea for our attack. All right.
Yep.
Estitia.
Okay, now where when does Ganzorig take to the sky?
I think the Visions of Hell is the when people
trigger?
start screaming, he will go over there. Could you move him onto the map so I could put a few buffs on him as well?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm looking at abundant ammunition. That's something you might want to cast on the cartridges that are water protected, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as infection's not
I will do that.
Yeah, I don't recall if they're magic or not, but
I'm just how long does abundant ammunition last?
for his hunting rifle?
Yeah.
Those ones are not magical. He can abundant ammunition.
How long does abundant ammunition last? Is it
I
rounds or is it
10 minutes?
Oh, for God's sakes, yeah. That's before we leave.
Oh, it's 1 minute per level.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. It's going to be long enough for us to...
Yeah. Well, it's same length as Good Hope.
Oh,
yeah.
You got Ganzorg on there? Okay. Gravity Bow, Cat's Grace, Good Hope. It's not a bad...
Okay, get ready with your fly as when you fly into the storm.
Yeah, yeah, the storm's not going to be fun to navigate, right?
No.
So...
Okay.
Where did he get the Cat's Grace last time? Was that Daedalus helping him out, or?
Oh, hang on. That might be.
I don't think Cat's Grace. I don't believe clerics get.
Siren probably.
Okay, if he could get one from Siren, that would be amazing.
Yeah. Or who's this fucking? Daedalus has Cat's Grace.
Yes. No. Sodak.
No, I'm looking at Daedalus.
Yes.
At the sheet.
Yes.
Cat's Grace is on there.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, where did Sodak? All right.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
I don't know these characters. I'm trying to fucking figure them out.
Yes. And to help with this, Daedalus is also going to cast drink his Touch of the Sea to give himself a swim speed.
Yeah.
And a +8 ratio most of the swim check, so he's not going to fall off into the depths of the.
Everyone got a communal delay poison from Ganzorig.
Okay.
And we cast a fly spell on.
Okay. Who needs a Cat's Grace?
Genzorg does.
Genzorg gets a cat's grace, and
And then Grimsby's going to cast a message spell so that we could talk to each other in the storm.
Awesome.
Do you want me to include your chicken?
No, it's okay.
Okay. I won't include Ogozu just because his conversationalist skills would blow your tiny little human mind.
Sure.
Isn't that right, Ogozu? You can see he's now puppeting Ogozu to make he's marionetting Ogozu to make it look like Ogozu is talking. Oh yeah.
Oh, no, never mind. Genzorg has Cat's Grace as part of a ranger spell.
Yes.
Okay. And his senses feel cute.
Woo-woo. I regret that already.
All right. The favorite part of every DM's game, all the buffing. That's what happens when we get the jump on you and you get the jump on.
I generally prefer the pick 3.
Yeah, when we rebuild the system.
Yep. Okay. All right. Who is the least effective stealther?
let's have a look at Soda, actually.
It might. Well, it's Sodak or potentially Ogozu because I don't know if he kept his racial skills.
No, no, the skeletons don't. So his stealth would be Dex, which is 5 minus size, which would be
Lots.
minus 8, 16 or something. So
he is gargantuan, so it would be large, huge, gargantuan. That's minus 12.
Yeah. So minus 7.
Sodak might be worse.
Lee's at only +1 because of his massive girth. He's considered large.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I will roll for the worst of the group.
Sodak's actually got a +5.
All right. 1d20 minus 7. Okay.
Plus range. Like we're 180 feet away from the center of their boat.
Okay.
Which is where we're going to be for the vision sail.
Yep. All right. So, and then the storm increases the difficulty, and they've got people on watch. I will roll 3d20s for them. For the 3 different groups, I would potentially be seeing this. No, 2. Okay. You're cresting the surface as Grimsby is barking out a spell. Sodak and Lee. The man in the crow's nest.
Yep.
Like, there's a man hanging out of the crow's nest. He's got a rifle. he looks like he's certainly hanging on as the ship is being battered by the storms. But he is looking like directly at your in your direction. Grimsby is casting a spell. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Hang on, I gotta check this. So what is the range of your gaze attack?
30 feet, I think.
Oh, that's not much.
She has a hard time gazing from one side of Ogozu to the other.
I think in the round where we cast the spell, I don't think we're doing much.
Okay.
I think we begin moving forward.
Okay, so the Visions of Hell goes off.
50-foot radius.
So wait, can Celissa make a Gozu invisible before we head off? Because that'll offset a lot of the
You can.
until he attacks. It's
Yeah. Okay, so Celissa sees that this guy is looking in your direction and casts an invisibility upon Ogozu.
yep.
Okay.
Yes.
That effectively adds 14 to your stealth check. Or no, it adds 11 because now Lee's over there hugging a rib as the next most visible thing. Okay. The Vision of Hell goes off. Now, is this? I need to check to see if it's a spread or emanation.
It's a 50-foot radius emanation.
Okay. All right.
Structures, equipment, and creatures within the area are not hidden. The environmental features take on an infernal appearance.
Yeah. All right. Okay. There are a bunch of will saves, but first I'm going to roll some dice.
The downside of a storm is it might be all hands on deck. The upside of the storm is, they all fell overboard. Sorry.
Okay. And then so I need 7 will saves.
The DC of the Visions of Hell is...
Oh no, it feels like I've tarnished my soul.
It's fear... Yeah, so it's 21.
It's a fear evil spell.
21.
Okay, and I'm just going to check. Right. I don't want that, and I don't want that. I don't want that, and I don't want that. I've got so many windows open because I am a clown. All right. 21, you said.
Yeah, if he targets the beginning of the boat, then, or like near the front of the boat, it leaves us a spot to stand and not be in the spell.
All right, so 4 number 1d20 plus 3. One of them makes it. And then 3 number 1d20 plus 9. One of them makes it. All right. Okay. Oh, no, not that one.
When it goes, he's invisible.
Okay. There is definitely what are the blazes? There's praying to the god of 5 faces and yelling from the ship. Gozu will do a single swim this round because there was spell casting. We're trying to keep the speeds correctish. We'll do 2. We just don't want to run. Okay. They definitely there's yelling happening. I don't know if like the Visions of Hell went. So is Ganzorg and Krimlir taking to the skies?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, what's going on over there?
Oh no!
we
They might need some help over there.
Yeah.
Okay. second. Not this one.
You probably need a fly check.
I need a fly check. That's 100% what I need.
Okay. We have a fly spell cast on Krimlir, so our plus
So that's
11 got turned into a plus 4 for good maneuverability and a plus 4 for level, so a plus 19.
Now, your good maneuverability will only apply up to the speed of the fly spell. Otherwise, you go back to your other maneuverability for your normal fly. Like I think he's faster. Like I think Krimlir has an 80-foot fly speed.
Yep.
So if you're flying 60, then yeah, you're good. If you go 80, then you're the lesser maneuverability.
I see what you mean. We'll fly slower then. 34 for a fly.
34 for a fly. There we go. Here we are.
Good Hope makes it 36.
Good Hope makes it 36. Yeah, that should be good. I need to. The links are all broken on the PFSRD. Links are all broken on the PFSRD. Here we are.
What map are you on?
Oh, sorry. We are on the Rosa de Senhora.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, thank you.
All right. It is. All right. So with the this is a severe storm.
Katie, let Krimlir's wings flap through the storm unabated.
With the penalty on skill checks, you said it was 34. You said
36 with Good Hope.
Okay. You still keep to the skies, and you're able to commence combat from there. This is not good weather for firing arrows.
Yeah, what's the penalty?
-4.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. And what I'll do is
we're 200 feet away between the boats, so he's basically taking to the sky, getting a sense of how bad the winds are, and slowly flying over.
Okay, so your starting point on the boat would have been over here, so you can maneuver. Correctly.
One action to kind of just take a loft, and then we're gonna like lazily fly over to see what's going on.
Okay. There is yelling on the boat. The visions of hell.
I'll back us up a little bit. We're getting some height.
Okay. Now, there's visions of hell. It shakens, right?
Shakens, and then they've got, and then
-2 versus is further fear. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So there is some commotion. There's some bell ringing and yelling aboard the ship. You can see that there's yelling about like battle stations. What is how is the Happy Barnacle positioned currently?
Facing out to sea. No ports open. There's a bunch of people like looking, like
sails down,
what's going on, kind of thing. And next round, Rose is going to be like, "Everything okay over there? What's going on?"
Hey, give me the Sirens, like profession sailor check, but it's charisma based instead of wisdom based. Like it's the charisma based profession sailor.
Yes. That's actually her
Oh, that's just how it works. Then profession sailor.
Yeah, that's it. Because it's a trait that she's got.
Here, I thought I was doing a cool thing. It's just the way it is. It's fine. It's fine.
24.
24. All right. Okay. There is a 10% chance that some chucklehead on the boat freaks out and thinks that you're the cause of the attack. They're not immediately blaming your vessel for whatever's going on. They're freaking out. You do see a couple of gun ports opening up. and then Genzorg, you can actually see a couple of men actually cresting from below decks, like a couple more of these like armored warrior guys.
They really like their heavy armor for a boat, don't they?
Yeah. Probably not a great idea for what's about to happen.
Yeet.
Okay.
Do we need an initiative?
I think we need initiative. Yep.
What do you want to add there?
I would like to add the deck captain,
Okay.
the guards,
Yep.
the soldiers.
Different than guards?
Yeah, we'll make them go in 2 pips.
Are they soldiers or sailors?
They'd be sailors. The tokens say soldiers, but they're sailors. And then put down surprise.
Rosa deck captain and Rosa surprise. All right.
Okay, now Rosa surprise has a +4. The guards have +2.
Sailors?
The sailors have +4.
Captain. Deck captain.
The deck captain has a +3. In his favored terrain, +7.
Uh-oh. I smell Ringer.
Yeah, but there's no way this ranger has favored enemy most of what's coming at him.
Favorite enemy, this bullshit.
One of you, maybe.
All right, let me sort. All right, here's the initiative list. It includes a bunch of people that are on the other boat, but it's possible at 200 feet away they could...
Oh, they could just start whipping fireballs across them.
I don't have a Gozu in there, but I imagine he goes at Grimsby's.
He's just going to be going with Grimsby.
His last. Fucking Grimsby.
Hey, my spell went through there! Yes, my fucking spell!
There's a bunch of adjustments in here because we have Cat's Graces up. Genzorig is 2 higher. I think Daedalus is 2 higher.
And I'm... Good Hope is also ability checks.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Grimsby, +2. And then Crimlayer is going to be going at Genzorg, so you don't need to...
Yeah, I'll just erase her from the initiative.
Just like that, you don't exist anymore.
Okay.
39. Oh, it goes +24 to initiative. What are you talking about? It's just
Genzorg's initiative is ridiculous. so it's +8 dex, +4 wisdom from Inquisitor. There's an archetype that gives him a +2, and then a +2 from the domain, like the feather domain. You
know that game where you slap each other's hands? You just sit there and get beaten by Genzorg.
+4 for Ranger. He did, as much as he hates water, his last favorite terrain was water. Yeah, it's with +20. And then when he gets a couple of buffs on him, that's another +24.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Genzori goes first. Let's take out the guy in the crow's nest.
Yeah, the guy in the crow's nest definitely is. He's looking around, although he seems nervous.
There's no bard song yet, right? We do have Cat's Grace up. Okay, we'll use a. We'll assume he's human, unless we can identify his race. Ganzorig's perception check right now with his very acute
You need to
senses.
spend a move action to identify his race.
I was just going to assume human because they were human before. We've got a plus 40, plus 46 to our perception right now.
Okay.
It's an imperial ship.
Yeah. They talked about humans, human gods. We're just going to put up Bane human. Does it work?
It works. Yeah, it works.
Yeah. And then -4 for the weather.
Yep.
We're going to rapid shot the guy in the crow's nest. Distance. Where is he? So he'd be about there. It's a second range increment. We can move. We can move a single move. AC 34, AC 38.
Okay. Yes, you hit the guy in the crow's nest.
Does he have any DR?
He has no DR. Do you have any energies on your bow?
I have fire and electricity.
Don't worry. Well, roll the fire, but roll it separately.
Okay. So
I'll be
include
right back. I'm just
include
bringing
the
something up.
dexterity. Include the dexterity.
Electricity?
Include the electricity. That's right. I was saying
Yes.
dexterity.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, sorry.
All right. So these are 2 arrows that are gravity bowed. Electricity included twice. Bane included twice. The damage included twice. And then we'll roll the fire separately. So 63 damage from the arrows before the fire. One is fire is 5 damage. The other is 3.
Okay, so no fire damage, and you bloody this sailor.
Okay. Tertiary attack or secondary attack.
Okay.
This guy, right?
Yep.
What kind of armor is he wearing?
He is wearing a set of lighter, like it'd be heavy leathers.
Okay, he's a dex guy. All right. AC 18, I assume, is a miss.
AC 18 is a miss.
And then we will fire our last attack as a touch attack. Touch AC 16.
With him sitting in the crow's nest, it ends up hitting the crow's nest.
Okay.
Sorry, he's flat-footed. Hits him.
All right. 2d6 from the arrow, 1d6 from the energy, 2d6 from the bane, plus 10. Okay, 1 arrow does 27 damage, and the fire does nothing.
Okay. He's in that woozy state.
Yeah, a bunch of flickering, highly magical arrows go flying into the crow's nest.
He's disabled.
Oh, did we get it exactly?
Yeah, you got it exactly.
Oh, wait. Oh, I do have weapon of awe in there. Is there anything I forgot? I'm not deadly aiming because it's harder to hit, and no, it looks like everything. Oh,
Good Hope's in there.
Good Hope add to damage.
It sure does. That's why Good Hope's so good.
All right, so Good Hope we did not add.
Six more damage.
Yeah, we hit 3 times. 6 more damage.
Okay. You incapacitate this man. You've cured him of his fear.
Nice.
They're very capable, is what you gather from that.
Mm-hmm. Which is what you need to have when you only need 8 people on your boat to run it. Maybe 16 to have multiple. Yeah, it's kind of what we're going for.
Celissa Celissa?
She's kind of underwater, isn't she? So
Okay. So just hanging on to Ogozu.
hanging on.
Okay. We're just gonna leave
She's
it.
basically relying on
Ogozu for
Ogozu
mobility.
to get her on deck. So.
Yeah. Sodak. Same thing, or
Same thing, yeah.
okay. I'm just gonna put a delay down. Rose is not involved.
He's on the other boat. He's now sees screaming and that sort of thing. He's gonna flash. Everything okay?
Are you flashing it towards that boat? Or are you angling it a little bit so that it could be seen from land?
Ask if they need assistance.
Yeah, I'm just. We're gonna exclude the people from the land. We're gonna be like, everything all right over there? Captain's offering assistance.
Okay. Give me a. You're in the middle of a communication. Give me a charisma check. After 3 charisma checks, if they're good enough, we will do an actual diplomacy or block.
Okay. Rose is charisma.
Just he flicks that light so good. Just people are like, oh.
Just the timing. Has the circle of persuasion will apply? So
Yep.
That was a sincere flicker of that lamp. That was
saying the right words. 27.
27. Okay. There's no risk of them opening fire on you this round.
Okay. Oh, it's so good to play the mind games in these boats.
Lee.
Lee, what's the DC to swim independently through this crap?
Give me 1 second.
Dude, it's 20 to hang on.
I know he's got a +9 strength and an item that gives him a +5 competence bonus.
All right.
Here, 1 second.
He's got a ring of swimming.
Ah,
Doesn't grant him a speed, but it grants him
+5.
Yeah, with Mutagen running and Good Hope, he's at a +21 on his own.
Yeah, okay, I take it back. That's yeah.
So it is DC 28 to swim.
Okay, no, we're holding on to a Gozu. A Gozu's surfaced, right?
Yeah. Gozu's like doing a Jaws do kind of.
Could we get up on top of a Gozu and ride him like a platform so that he could actually
Start throwing things?
Start throwing things from? Now, he's got a feat that allows him to throw underwater. He could technically start throwing now. It's just...
I think you'd have to one-handed throw right now.
Yep.
That's
actually not a bad idea. Let's see if anyone is in range. The scared guy, 140. The range
CEO ogres are coming.
The range increment of a javelin for him is 50. So this guy's in second range increment. I think we're gonna yeet a javelin at Imperial Soldier 3 here, the guy with the gun. We'll just like we hop out of the water. He does take a -2 for doing this.
Okay, there's -4 for you're still throwing through the wind. So there's -4 from the wind.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, and then range, and then whatever the water feet.
-6, and then second range increment would be another -4. So we're at a -10 for this. But we have Good Hope, Mutagen, Rage. We will power attack because that's just how he rolls. The weapon itself is a regular Ask Javelin. And yeet a javelin from impossible different distance. AC 32.
Okay. Sorry. Is it the?
No, not the scared guy. The guy.
This guy.
The guy is not freaking out yet.
Okay. Then yep. That hits.
Okay, 32 damage from the javelin.
That bruises him. Okay.
He's basically pushed up on action pose, go back into the water, and make sure we've got a secure grasp of Gozu.
Sunwoo.
Sunwoo is lingering on deck, kind of like in the open door to the captain's quarters, just so he can keep an eye on things. 200 feet away. I mean,
You could fireball if you wanted to.
Yeah.
That's a little obvious.
it's a little obvious with the V-shaped thing.
It's not the P that's the problem. It's the poof at the end.
You know what? Sunwoo is going to go to one of our ship's cannons. Our ship's cannons.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to use his siege engine bond to bond with the ship.
So your cannons are port or starboard?
Oh, that's right. So for this to work, we want them on the right side, which is starboard. And because we could bond to a different thing.
That's kind of where I'm heading, because you aimed along the storm.
Our starboard side are all of our ship cannons.
So you have them on strong side.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He's going to bond with the closest Masterwork ship's cannon. It's a standard action to do, which means he can
he pets it and whispers it sweet nothings.
No, he says arcane words and can control the siege engine within 30 feet of it. Yeah, he's still got a crew with him. Like he'll have, I guess, Mulgrimir's men helping him out with that. We still don't have the port open. We're just getting ready.
Okay. Sunwoo. The Rosa Surprise. Well, there's yelling and things, and people are making my boat look weird, and what a bunch of assholes. We are going to... We really don't want to die either, so we cast a spell or two. Yeah, okay. Rosa Deck Captain. Okay, so there's definitely... Grimlear is pretty friggin' obvious up there. Sorry, 1 second. My wife is texting me from China land. Okay. He sees Ganzorig up there, sees Grimlear flying. He pulls out a rifle. You are not in the first range increment. So he quick draws a rifle, does a weird incantation, and is going to try to shoot Ganzorig's head off. I think is the way it works. That's about the way it works. A magical-looking bullet is heading towards Ganzorig.
Is he evil?
Oh, he's evil as fuck. Yeah, he's a bad man who does bad things. All right. And then it would be. You are. He doesn't know that you're a human. He's just shooting you. But I think Ganzorg's a human.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kunians are humans. Yep.
AC 44.
What the hell?
With the true strike.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's including the -4.
That's not including the -4. AC 44 or 40.
Yeah, that's still it.
Okay. Doing. Here. 1d10 plus 3 plus 6 plus 6. 19 damage.
Who did this? Who's getting the retort?
The Imperial deck captain.
That dude. Okay.
The one without a hat. Just to mess you up. No hat on that special.
No hat. He knows the hat rule. Okay. You have fun with your gun.
So he like you saw him grab cover beside the edge of the deck because like there's a step up here.
Yep.
And he put his rifle on the deck to line it up in a like he's obviously seasoned in what he's doing.
Okay.
He was also smart enough to shoot you and not your Griffin. Siren.
I think she's just waiting to see what the response is from the other ship. How they doing? Storm's not so bad that we need to start making checks, or
the assumption is you're making checks right now, but they're all low enough that you have a seasoned crew. You've not, as long as you're not trying to sail anywhere. Now, if you try sailing somewhere, things are going to get real hard real quick. Right now, you're just trying to hold anchor. Is the
okay? Yep.
Black Dog's hounds
are at the ready at the rowing position, but they don't have the oars. They don't have the oars out. They're just waiting for commands to row if we need to.
Okay. Daedalus is giddy with excitement as he's chained himself to Ogozu. You can see he's got kind of a fervor in his eyes, and he's bouncing up and down a little bit.
There are creatures that feel pain aboard the boat.
Okay, the Rosa sailors. All right. Okay. He is unconscious. Okay, you see another couple of sailors making their way out from below decks.
They can make saving throws.
Oh, the deck was open. They've already failed.
Oh, they already failed.
They don't want to be up here. Okay. Okay, they're positioning themselves. You are not at an angle where in fact, everybody isn't at an angle where they could shoot with cannon. All right, he's gonna run towards the back, pull out his gun, run towards the back, pull out his gun. Those who ran out from underneath, gonna grab cover. He's got a javelin stuck in him. Is going to move and grab some cover, pull out his gun. All right, there is shots. There is shooting occurring. Okay, they got javelin from the sea. But you're mostly under the water, and I think they're going to go after Ganzorg.